You said it, Dylan. Baseball has a lot of problems, and it's not just with this, because obviously we have the situation with Mickey Callaway, which we'll get to here briefly, who has been suspended as the Angels pitching coach. There's an active investigation going on there with inappropriate behavior between him and 5 women during his time with the Cleveland Indians and with the New York Mets. So another incident here kind of tied to the New York Mets after obviously Jared Porter was fired there for his as a GM for his involvement in a harassment situation there. So Dylan, as a Mets fan here, a great offseason on the baseball field, but certainly some trouble off of it heading into the 2021 season here.
Certainly. And, you know, at least with Jared Porter, not that it makes anything any better, but the report was the first the public learned of the situation. With Mickey Callaway, what makes that whole situation really so disgusting is that maybe not everybody knew that everybody knew, but there was knowledge of it in the baseball community, and it was never addressed. And that kind of thing is truly inexcusable. And, you know, a big thing is, and I was actually really upset with a lot of people talking about this on Twitter almost as soon as the Mickey Callaway thing happened, was talking about what does this do for the Trevor Bauer situation. I already kind of had my issues with Trevor Bauer, and I know a lot of Mets fans agree with me about him coming to the Mets in an environment right now where perhaps his kind of personality isn't the right fit for the team and the kind of environment they want to create. So there's just a changing of the guard in ownership has proven that has not solved the problems that continue to surround the New York Metropolitans.
Yeah, it's definitely, you know, I initially was like, well, this could potentially open the door for, you know, a Trevor Bauer to the Angels situation with the Mickey Callaway news. But it's really hard to just pretend that that's the main story, that's the most important thing here, because in the span of 2 weeks, we're having these major stories coming out, you know, about women being treated unfairly, inappropriately in this game. And it's not even the only problem. I mean, there's abuse in the game of baseball. There's, you know, a lack of diversity in the game of baseball. And these are all things that desperately need to be addressed.
If I could say one more quick thing, Sam. Mm-hmm. So while Mickey Callaway was still the manager of the Mets, I had covered a Mets game for FUV, and went to a press conference, post-game press conference after the game, and he was taking questions, and he did not give off any kind of creepy or predatory vibe in the situation. He just seemed like some guy. And the reason I'm saying that is, the situations that make women feel in danger in the sports world, they can be addressed in some ways with getting people who are very clearly of that nature out of the situation, but it's a lot more difficult than that because some people hide it better, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I mean, it's an incredibly difficult situation, and it isn't just the Mets, too. You know, this is an entire baseball situation. This is an entire baseball problem that we've seen now, because it's not just the Mets organization, it's other organizations as well being connected with these guys. And we have to assume more instances, not only in the past, but happening in the future as well. So that's something that certainly needs to be addressed here for Major League Baseball, and it's something that they definitely need to work on. One of many problems that they have, but this is probably the biggest one and probably the most important one for them going forward.